Hi, welcome back, or if you're new here, I'm really glad you found your way in. Let me ask you something. Have you ever walked into your own home, dropped your bow, looked around, and just sighed? Not because something terrible happened, just because it's all still there. The dishes, the piles, the random clutter that somehow keeps multiplying. And the worst part? It's not the mess itself. It's that feeling like no matter how many times you clean, you're still behind. Like the house is running you, not the other way around. I've been there, spinning in circles, trying every schedule, every checklist, and still wondering why nothing really stuck. It wasn't until I let go of the big plans and started changing a few tiny things habits, so small, I almost didn't notice that everything began to shift. So in today's video, I'm going to share 10 small habits that help keep my home feeling taken care of, even when life is anything but calm. They're simple, they're doable, and they've helped me go from overwhelmed to actually feeling at home in my own space. Let's start with the first habit, and honestly, this one shifted the whole feel of our space, having one designated basket for all the not yet things. You know the type and outfit you need to return a book to drop off that gift bag you keep meaning to deliver. These aren't trash, and they're not everyday items either. They just don't have a spot. So they end up everywhere. I used to leave them on chairs, the kitchen counter, window ledges, basically wherever I happened to walk by. And the problem wasn't that these things were out of place for days, it was that they were always in the way. Now we keep a simple basket by the front door, nothing fancy. I call it our action waiting basket. If it's something we'll deal with soon, but not right the second it goes in there. Right now, there's a library book to return a container from my mom, and a small bag of donations for a friend. It's not empty, but it's contained. It's no longer spreading across 5 different surfaces in 3 different rooms. You don't have to do it all today. But when you give your waiting items a single place to live, even just temporarily, your home starts to feel calmer without having to clean a thing. And honestly, that's the kind of shift we all need more of. Not just surface level tidy, but space that feels doable again. If that's what you're craving, make sure to swing by tomorrow. I'll be sharing a few cleaning shortcuts that are perfect for days when you have 0 time, but still can't stand the mess. You'll definitely want that one saved. Now let's move into the second habit, and this one's fast but powerful. Now we're on to habit number 2, and this one's all about the little things that slowly become big messes when we ignore them. You know how it goes, you kick off your shoes at the door, toss your bag on the couch, drop your keys somewhere, and promise yourself you'll deal with it later. Then later turns into tomorrow. And by the end of the week, you're tripping over sneakers, your dining chair has turned into a coat rack, and your bathroom counter looks like a display table. This habit is simple, but it's surprisingly effective. When you finish using something, put it back where it belongs right then. We're not talking about a deep clean. Just hang the towel back, tuck the blanket into the couch, put the toothbrush in its cup. In my house, the rule is if it takes less than 20 seconds to reset it, do it now, not later. Not when you clean, now. I started with shoes. Instead of leaving them by the door or under the table, I'd walk them straight to the rack. One day, it was 1 pair. By the weekend, I noticed something: the pile never formed. And the benefit isn't just visual, it's mental. You walk through your space without constantly spotting something else you should fix. That's what makes your home feel lighter, not because it's perfect, but because it's not silently asking for your attention every 5 steps. All right, the next habit builds right on top of this one. It's about using those quiet in-between moments in your day to stay on top of things without feeling like you're always cleaning. Now for habit number 3, and this one's a quiet game changer. Sometimes the reason we fall behind isn't because the mess is big, it's because we wait until it feels big enough to deserve our full attention. But what if you didn't wait? What if cleaning didn't have to be a whole event? This habit is about doing tiny cleanups in the quiet spaces between other tasks, while your coffee is brewing, while the pasta's boiling, or while you're waiting for the microwave to finish. I didn't plan to turn this into a habit, it just kind of started one day. I was standing there waiting for leftovers to heat up, noticed some crumbs on the counter, and thought, well, I've got 30 seconds. So I wiped it down. That was it. But that tiny action meant I didn't have to deal with a dried, sticky mess later. And honestly, it felt good, like I was already 1 step ahead. Now it's a rhythm: unload a few clean dishes while waiting for the toaster put away. 2 things while the kettle's heating, wipe the bathroom mirror while my daughter's brushing her teeth. These small windows exist all day, we just don't notice them. And once you start using them, you stop feeling like you need to block off an entire Saturday just to get things under control. What we're doing here is trading overwhelm for momentum. And that brings us to habit number 4, one that makes tidying feel more automatic without needing motivation. Moving into habit number 4, this one isn't about doing more, it's about setting things up so you do less thinking. Sometimes the real problem isn't the task itself, it's remembering to do it, or having the energy to decide right now whether it's worth doing. But when you build in gentle visual cues, those tiny decisions feel lighter, almost automatic. One small thing I started doing, leaving one empty hanger out when I take something from my closet. That's it. At night when I see the hanger on the bed, it reminds me to hang the item back up instead of tossing it on a chair. And because it's already there, I don't waste time searching for it. We've done the same in other spaces. A folded dish towel laid over the sink tells us to wipe down the counter before bed. A donation bag hanging on the doorknob reminds me to grab it before school drop-off. They're not chore charts. They're just quiet nudges, and those nudges make follow-through easier. Because let's be honest, we don't need more systems. We need fewer steps between intention and action. Next is a habit I resisted for years, and now I can't go a day without it. It takes 1 minute, but completely shifts how your room feels. Let's talk about habit number 5, the one I avoided for years because I thought it didn't matter. There were mornings when I'd roll out of bed, leave the covers crumpled, shuffle past the curtains, and go straight into the chaos of the day. And honestly, it didn't seem like a big deal until I noticed how it made the room feel like it hadn't started yet. This habit is as basic as it gets. Open the curtains, make the bed. First thing, I'm not talking hotel-level tucking or fancy throw pillows, just a quick pull of the sheets, a couple of fluffs, and done. It takes under a minute, but the energy shift is real. Suddenly, the bedroom doesn't feel like a leftover. It feels clear. There's also something about letting light into the room early. It sets a tone. Even if the rest of the house is still messy, that one tidy space becomes your little anchor, your first win of the day. I used to think, why bother? No one sees it. But now I do it for myself, not to impress anyone, not to be perfect, but to create a space I don't want to avoid walking into. And the more often you see that one area reset and ready, the more you want the rest of the house to match it, which is exactly what the next habit is about. This one doesn't take a minute, it just asks you to protect one spot from chaos. Habit 6 is one of the smallest things you can do, but it creates an instant shift in how your home feels. Keep one surface completely clear. In a home that's always in motion, every flat space becomes a landing zone. Kitchen counters, nightstands, coffee tables. If it's empty, it fills up fast. So I picked just one, and made a quiet rule for myself. This stays clear. In our home, it's the dining table. It's not a work zone, it's not a mail pile, and it's definitely not where bags or laundry go. If something ends up there, we move it. Every time. It might sound small, but the impact is real. Even when the rest of the room feels chaotic, that one clear surface gives me a little mental pause, like, okay, something's still in place. You can choose any space. The corner of your kitchen counter, your bedside table, even a small tray on your dresser. What matters is that you see it often and protect it. It becomes a calm anchor in the middle of daily mess. Next, we'll talk about a habit that's barely noticeable when you do it, but saves you from scrubbing grime later. Habit 7 is one of those things that takes less effort to do now than to fix later, but only if you catch it before the mess sets in. It's simple. When you're done using a space, wipe it down. That's it. Not deep cleaning, not scrubbing, just a quick wipe before anything dries, hardens, or gets sticky. At our house, we keep soft clothes or Swedish dishcloths tucked into easy spots, one in the bathroom drawer, one under the kitchen sink, one near the stove. After brushing my teeth, quick swipe of the counter, done cooking. Wipe the stovetop while it's still warm, food lifts right off. Even the kitchen sink, a 3-second spray, and rinse after dishes keeps it from building up that ring of grime you only notice after it's too late. What this habit does is simple. It stops messes from graduating into cleaning projects. It saves future you from the annoyance of scrubbing and gives present you a space that feels instantly better with almost no effort. Up next, we'll stay in this rhythm of tiny resets, but shift to the mess that shows up daily and piles up faster than we think. Habit 8 is about a kind of mess that doesn't make noise but takes up way more mental space than we think. Paper clutter. Mail receipts, school notes, random flyers, they sneak in one by one, but pile up fast. And when they do, they don't just sit there, they whisper at you. You still haven't paid this. Did you sign that form? What even is this thing? Instead of letting them collect into a stressful stack, I started building a two-step system that actually fits real life. Step 1, give paper a landing zone. For us, it's a tray near the kitchen. Not pretty. Just practical. Anything that comes in mail bills, school announcements goes there first. Step 2, clear it daily. Just 3 to 5 minutes at night. Trash what's trash. Take action on what's urgent. Leave only what still needs a moment. Most days, I toss 80% and keep maybe 2 pieces. It doesn't need to be a full organizing system, just a way to stop letting paper run your surfaces and your mind. Because the calmer your flat spaces look, the lighter your head feels. Coming up next is a reset habit that takes less than 5 minutes and makes your home feel ready even when your day isn't. There's something about waking up to a reset space that makes the day feel more manageable, even if the rest of your schedule isn't. This habit is simple, quick, and works even on your most exhausted evenings. Take the last 5 minutes of your day to do a fast home reset. Not a deep clean, not a big chore, just a calm walk through where you scan your space and put a few things back where they belong. That's it. I usually do it right after brushing my teeth. I'll pass through the living room, fluff the pillows, fold the blanket we used during movie time. In the kitchen, I wipe the counter, put away the cup I always forget. At the entryway, I might line up the shoes or hang a hoodie someone left on a chair. Nothing dramatic. But in 5 minutes, I go to bed feeling like I've done something kind for my future me. And it changes how the next morning starts because the mess didn't multiply overnight. This one habit done daily keeps small clutter from snowballing into chaos. It's quiet, easy, and grounding. And from this calm pause, we're heading into one of the most underestimated habits in this whole list, the tiny rule that makes keeping things tidy feel almost automatic. It's not about cleaning. It's about momentum and how you train your brain to act before resistance kicks in. That final habit might just be the reason you stop putting things off and start following through without forcing yourself. Let's wrap with a habit that sounds too simple to matter, but it's the one that quietly rewired how I keep my home clear. If it takes under a minute, do it now. That's it. No elaborate plan, no to-do list. Just act before your brain starts negotiating. Because here's what really happens. It's not the big messes that wear us down. It's the dozens of tiny things we almost did, but delayed. The grocery bag you meant to unpack later. The toothpaste cap was left open. The socks that didn't quite make it to the basket. Each one seems harmless, but together they form that background hum of, ugh. I have so much to clean when really you're just stuck in a loop of deferring. So I started catching myself. When I wanted to drop something just for now, I'd pause and ask Will, this take less than a minute? If yes, I'd do it. No thinking, no story. It's become a reflex, a muscle that builds over time. And the beauty is, it doesn't just clear clutter. It clears the mental tabs you're keeping open. Because every time you complete a tiny task right away, you send yourself a quiet message, I'm someone who follows through. And that might be the most powerful shift of all. That's it, 10 small habits that help my home stay clear without constant effort. Nothing extreme, nothing perfect. Just a rhythm that feels doable. If you've been craving a way to feel less overwhelmed in your own space, try one shift at a time. You don't have to do them all. Just one can make a difference, and if even one of these habits made your mind feel a little lighter, that's already a win. I've also made a video that goes deeper into decluttering each area of your home. If you're in the mood to keep going, it's there when you're ready. If you found this helpful, feel free to like or share it. Tells me what kind of content really supports you. And if you haven't yet, hit subscribe because you deserve a home that feels like a soft place to land. And before you go tomorrow, I'll be sharing a few ideas that turn the most easily messy spots in your home into spaces that almost take care of themselves. It's the kind of shift that makes you think, why didn't I do this sooner? So if that sounds like something your home could use, I'll see you back here tomorrow.